Hello everybody, let's go into what I spent in a week in September. For this specific week, it was from Monday, September 15th, from Monday to Sunday, and I didn't do anything special this week. I just went to work, to gym, to Pilates, and pretty much just stayed home most of the time, but I still spent quite a significant amount of money. So let's go see what I spent on. Starting off for Monday, I spent a total of $32,240 on groceries, and then that's also the same day that my phone bill came out as well at $18,900, and in total I spent $51,140 for Monday. Tuesday, I only spent money on groceries, which was $14,850. Wednesday was also for lunch at $18,800. Now, as a disclaimer, this is not how much I spent for my lunch that one specific time. This is where my school basically charges me once per month for the lunches I get from Monday to Friday. So this is a collective amount for the entire month of September. So I know that amount shocks you, but it's not for one meal, it's for multiple meals throughout the month. Thursday, I spent $11,100 on my iCloud. That's automatically taken out of my account. And then on Friday, I didn't spend any money, but come Saturday and Sunday is where I spent the most of my money. Now, what I try to do is, as you can see from my list here, is that I do not spend on anything unnecessary between Monday and Friday, and this has kept my budget quite in check. That means that I allow myself to have more fun on Saturday and Sundays, which is still detrimental to my budget. But anyways, Saturday, I spent money on food at 34,000 Korean won, despite the fact that I was still over budget for this because I lost a bet. Me and my boyfriend, we were playing Wordle. Whoever was able to solve it faster in less tries had to pay for dinner, and I was the loser. So that's where the money came from. For dining out, we actually have 3 separate transactions for this. We have one for $21,800, $10,500, and $7,500. I forgot what these were for, but no, we did not go out like 4 times. We just kind of like either had takeout or something like that. And then I've also spent 1,800 Korean won on drinks at the convenience store. So all these transactions are a mix of my personal expenses and from my personal money, and then from our joint account. So for Saturday, I spent a total of $75,600. Sunday, we have multiple transactions for groceries. For groceries, we had one transaction for $71,430. I think this has to do with the fact that we were just buying things in bulk, like rice and things like that. We have another grocery expense for $25,140 and another one for $25,000. Yeah. And then dining out was $14,000. And then I also had to buy knee pads because I started to play volleyball with my school. So that came out at $13,280. And then for dining out again was $5,700. And then this was also drinks from the convenience store. So I'll give you guys a breakdown as to what I spent per day. And the total comes up to 426,040 Korean won for this 1 week. Again, this is based off of our joint accounts and my personal budget, so it's not just my money that came out from this. What I do notice is that we had a larger normal grocery bill this week because my partner, he was on a business trip and I wanted salmon, so I wanted to cook salmon for myself when he was gone. He's the main cook of the house. I decided to buy very expensive salmon so I can just have it throughout the week, and it was like 40,000 Korean won for like a big chunk of it. So normally we don't spend this much on groceries at all, but because I needed something to sustain myself throughout the week while he's gone, that's what a lot of our money for groceries went to. Yes, we do have an issue with buying drinks from the convenience store, so we started to buy things in bulk now from Coupang. That hasn't really stopped us that much, to be honest. Looking at our overall budget between me, myself, and then me, my partner, we are doing pretty well, except for me. Our family budget is quite fine. We are staying within our means for that, but in terms of my personal budgets, that's something that I need to work on. The main thing is that I keep on forgetting the expenses that I have to save up for, like my gym membership and my hobbies and things like that. So that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed this short and sweet video as to how much I spent in a week in Korea. I'm excited to see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.